Hiya. So, this is the last video on problem consonants. And by that, I mean consonants that either don't exist in French or that are pronounced very differently. And as I've said before, I do not expect you to pronounce English perfectly. But if you can make these sounds, or at least some of the time, it'll be easier for you to understand spoken English. The sound in English is the way we pronounce the written letter H most of the time, but not always. We say house, hat, 100, etc. But the letter H is sometimes silent, as in words such as honest, hour, and a few other common words. I should also add that we do not usually pronounce the letter H with the pronouns he, his, and him when we're speaking quickly. In fact, to be honest, there are some people who almost never pronounce the sound at all. For example, in a strong South or East London accent or a Yorkshire accent. So, you don't have to worry about pronouncing the sound, but you should at least be able to do it if you want. In fact, it's one of the sounds that we expect French people not to pronounce. It's actually quite a simple sound to pronounce. If you run quickly and try to catch your breath, if you're a smoker or asthmatic, this is the sound you produce when you breathe heavily. You try it. We make the sound by contracting our throat a little bit in a glottis, also known as the voice box, and that's where the vocal cords are. You don't have to think about it. I'm sure you'll be able to make the sound quite naturally. So the question isn't how to make the sound. It's really about knowing when to pronounce the letter H as and when the letter H is silent. Then, as always, practice saying the words out loud on their own and then in short sentences. For example, try saying the following out loud after me. Really, you can't learn just by watching videos. You have to speak. Come on, I'll leave some pauses. You know what to do. How are you? How many hats? 100 houses? Honestly? In an hour or two. So you see, the sound in English isn't all that difficult, and yet English teachers get so excited over it. Yet, sure, if you want to speak very clearly, or if you want to impress people with the quality of your English, or if you want to teach English, then aim for perfection. Otherwise, don't worry so much about H or indeed any of the other consonants. The real problem for comprehension, and therefore pronunciation, is when consonants come into contact with each other, as we'll see in the next video. Thanks for listening.